Well, good morning and thanks for joining us on today's edition of the program TVC Breakfast. My name is Etoma Edu.
Well, TGIF, good morning, Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. It's a bright and beautiful Friday morning. We're here to make sure we update you on everything happening in our beloved country, Nigeria. There's a lot to talk about on the show. I'm Ria Abdul, and of course, welcome to our show.
Rise and shine in Nigeria. It's time for Friday breakfast. And as usual here on the TVC Breakfast Show, we've got quite the spread for you, so stay tuned. Thank you for joining us. We're broadcasting live from our state-of-the-art studios in Echo Atlantic, Lagos. I'm Olamide Odekunle.
All right, we made it to Friday.
We made it to Well, you know, Etoma doesn't like Fridays because he's got to work on Saturday.
I do like Fridays,
like your
you know.
Fridays.
But you don't get to say TGIF.
It's when you guys say TGIF, I get a little bit jealous.
Do you say TGIS on Saturday?
Yeah,
No,
thank
I
God
don't.
it's Saturday.
You should start doing that.
No, I shouldn't. Why? I mean,
I love when the both of you banter. But anyway, a very good morning to you, Etoma. Good morning, Olamide. You look beautiful in, of course, you look beautiful in black as well. There's actually a lot to talk about on the show. We all know what has been happening on social media. But Nigeria, let me give you a brief of what we're doing like I always do. Now, at some point, most versatile Olamide will bring us everything that have made it to the newspaper. We get to dissect it right here on the show. Later on, we will be having a very important conversation. We know that the president has now ordered the unfreezing of the Osun account. We will talk about it. A guest will join us and we get to speak about it on the show. When we get to Abuja, it's still the same conversation. It's on the lips of every Nigerian, so we will be dissecting it in Abuja as well. And then we will come back to Lagos, where the beautiful Olamide will take us through everything trending in the world of social media and more. So we implore you to please grab your cup of coffee and let's have a very, very fantastic show. Now, we will start with the story. The National Board for Technology Incubation has launched the Tinubu Light Initiative, an ambitious renewable energy program designed to provide affordable, clean energy solutions to 1 million micro, small and medium enterprises across Nigeria as part of efforts to accelerate industrialization, create jobs and strengthen the country's innovation-driven economy. The initiative was officially unveiled at the National Showcase of the Next Gen Innovation Challenge 2026 held in Abuja. Now, senior reporter Habida Lawal brings us more on this.
Millions of Nigerian small businesses continue to struggle under the burden of unreliable electricity and the high cost of alternative power sources. Speaking on the theme, Igniting Indigenous Innovation, Transforming Nigeria, Inspiring the World, the DG National Board for Technology Incubation, Kazeem Kolawole Raji, said the launch of the Tinubu Light Initiative and the National Showcase of the Next Gen Innovation Challenge represented more than the unveiling of two government programs, describing them as a convergence of innovation, enterprise, leadership, and national development.
The President steadfast support for technology commercialization, industrialization, digital transformation, renewable energy, youth empowerment, and private sector-led economic growth has created an enabling environment within which institutions such as the National Board for Technology Incubation are able to pursue transformative initiatives with renewed confidence and greater ambition.
I have found you have transformed MBTI from paper tiger to the real tiger. This is one of the things that makes our president tick. Appointing the right peg, putting in the right hole.
A major highlight of the event was the announcement of a $500 million investment in Nigeria's energy innovation ecosystem from Gigawatts Global through the NBTI. The investment would support innovative energy solutions aimed at expanding access to reliable and sustainable electricity, with a particular focus on providing stable power supply to Nigerian universities. Nigeria's future economic prosperity would depend largely on its ability to transform research into industries, ideas into enterprises, and entrepreneurs into employers. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, thank you so much, Habib Alawal, for that really beautiful one. I think that this is a step in the right direction. If you ask me, Mr. Toma, it's actually a very, very good one for us to see that we are shifting to renewable energy. And I heard something there where they said putting the right peg in the right hole, and that's what we've been saying, for some time now. And when we talk about the main goal for this, Etoma, is to reduce dependency on expensive petrol and diesel generators, also lower business operating costs, which is very, very important. We know how business people always cry about the cost of business, also increase productivity. In a country that productivity is increased, your economy would definitely grow and then create jobs. A lot of Nigerians are complaining, oh, there are no job opportunities. We graduate from school, we're not doing anything. But this is now going to open doors to creating more jobs, Etoma.
Yeah, small and medium-scale enterprises are the biggest employer of labor anywhere in the world. So if a government decides to say, we're going to do something that will help that ecosystem, then the government has taken a good decision. If that decision is to make electricity cheaper and more stable for them, then it is even more so a very good decision. Let me tell you something about small and medium scale businesses. What keeps them going is consistency. You open your doors every day, no matter what, whether it's raining, whether it's not raining, whatever it. No matter the problem, you open your doors. And when you open your doors, you know that you're going to invest a little and make some profit at the end of the day. That keeps it going. The consistency makes customers trust the businesses, and it stays on. The biggest catalyst of any small and medium scale enterprise is electricity. So this initiative is, to me, one of the very best that has happened so far. I would want a situation where the ease of doing business is improved seriously. For example, I want to start a small business. I can stay at the comfort of my house and register that business. Can we do that? If we do that, we'll encourage more small and medium-scale enterprises to sprout up. And that means we're going to encourage more employment, and we're going to do a whole lot of things. The economy will be the better off for it. Fantastic initiative. 100% support from me.
For me as well, because I believe that, Olamide, as small businesses grow, the economy also grows as well. There's one example I always use. There was a particular lady that had a cold stone business, and where you need constant electricity, if not all your meat and everything will spoil. Now, this lady actually, her business just went down the drain because of electricity. So sometimes we need to understand the importance of electricity. I mean, for everything we do, even in the studio, there's light. What do you want to do without light? So to see that the president is now shifting the attention from, the way we know it, to now saying that let's go renewable, to make sure that this cost is now, a little bit, the burden is taken off people, and to know that over 1 million people are also going to be gaining from this, well, I think it's a fantastic idea.
Really, you've highlighted a very important reality that is unfortunately very autochthonous to Nigeria. And what do I mean by that? You just gave the example of this cold stone lady. A lot of Nigerian business owners, they spend just as much on electricity and energy as they do on labor, on production, and it should not be so. When we look at other countries like China, Indonesia, Vietnam, even India, they've long gone past the point of just offering only business loans. They've created industrial clusters. They've offered money for and loans for transport and for logistics, as well as electricity. So Nigeria is attempting to do this on a small scale, on the micro, small, medium enterprise scale. It's a wonderful initiative, but I won't call this an initiative. I will call this industrial policy. The projections are very, very interesting. The government, as it stands with this initiative, projects 1 million micro, small, medium enterprises will benefit from this. They say that it should produce about 15,000 direct jobs and 172 billion naira annual economic activity. The question that now that economic analysts will ask is, how were these projections calculated, and is it sustainable, and will it
you took it off my mouth.
Will it transmit to any sort of measurable outcome? But the truth is that in the world that we live in right now, electricity should not determine profitability. When we look at Nigerian business owners, they are hardwired for resilience. They are extremely hardworking. They have customers, so their problem is not demand. Their problem is not even production. Their problem, if you really think about it, is energy. Some of them are running electricity costs anywhere between 12 to 24 hours daily. This is very, very welcome. What I particularly enjoy about this initiative is that it also includes micro business owners, the people who are small in the informal economy that are often overlooked because they're not making enough profit. I like to see this. This is very welcome.
Quickly, I'll just say I'm really, really happy with the the initiatives that the president president is bringing, it just shows that, you know, this is the time that we're really seeing the renewed hope. You know, like we've all mentioned on the table, that electricity is a way of life. You cannot do anything without electricity. But we just want to see that this stands the test of time. We want to see that it's implemented, and we want to see that it doesn't just go down the drain. Well done to the federal government on this particular one.